Being in the present, from the series Learning to Thrive with Dyslexia and/or ADHD. This is Cheryl Winter's story, one of the empowering learning practitioners.
One of my clients was a young guy, on about 20, studying on an apprentice programme. And he was struggling with a number of things, and one in particular was getting through his exams during his studies. He had succeeded very well indeed at GCSE with maths, took this at A-level and was not successful. When we talked about reading, he showed me an article, a document that he needed to read for his studies, and said that he just felt that he couldn't read it, he couldn't concentrate and he couldn't focus. I asked him what about social reading, because I'd already realised that he did a lot of social reading. These rather into things like mindfulness and into the chakras. And he said, I've just started a new book called The Power of Now. So I asked him to pick up The Power Now and tell me what he thought about reading that. And his words were much more uplifting. I asked him to flick to a page and just read for me. And he did so. And the page did have a comment in it about just being in the present. So he put the page down. And then I asked him about the word being in the present, and he said yes, that was important to him. So we completed the grounding exercise. I then asked him to pick up his work document again and to start reading the work document with one added task, and that was to use his finger to guide him with his reading. So I left him alone reading, and he looked up and said, wow, that's great. So for me, there was two things that made the grounding successful. One of them was actually knowing that this client was really interested in things like chakras and mindfulness. And also I knew that he was interested in reading on the subject. It was just very fortunate for me that he decided to go out and buy The Power of Now. However, he wasn't being able to transfer the ability to read a social book to the ability to read a work-related document. So by modelling when he could read well and then transferring that to when he couldn't read well, added to the grounding exercise. Next time I saw him, he said that, yeah, his reading is still going great. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that story. Bye.
That was Cheryl Winter with a recent story. You can contact her at cheryl@cherylwintercoaching.co.uk. Thank you for listening.